Hello, in this video we will see one Excel project with the using of macros and with the using of different Excel formulas and pivot charts, okay, and we are going to build one dashboard as well. So let's see first our problem statement, okay. So here I create one documentation. So always remember, whenever you are working on any Excel project, always whatever your steps performing, you should explain, or you can say you can add, or you can create one word document, or you can create as well a ppt for that, to explain your problem statement, different steps, what you find from that project, insight, solutions, and then the conclusion as well. Okay, so let's first this is my problem statement. Okay, the objective of this is to analyze a layoff data. So today's we are going to create dashboard about that layoff data, okay, of the company, and create an interactive Excel dashboard with macros that provide comprehensive insight into layoff trends. Okay, so we are going to find that layoff data to create our Excel dashboard with the using of macros. Okay, so that will find a different insight from that layoff data. So this project involved data collection, understanding of data, data cleaning, data preparation, data manipulation, and utilization multiple techniques to derive meaningful insights. Okay, the final deliverable will include an Excel dashboard that allow user to explore layoff pattern, usually to perform advanced analytics on the data set. So this is our problem statement. Okay, and next means how I collect data. Okay, so how I collected data. So these also you can mention it whenever you are creating any project. Explain, keep your one document with you to explain each steps on that. Okay, so data collection. So I collect data from Kaggle, and that data name is a layoff data from 2020 to 2023. So, and the original data set is from this layoff.py. Okay, so this is website, you can go and check. This is a, okay, so there is a, you can using a Python scraping, you can fetch that data. Okay, or you can take it from Kaggle as well. So these are steps I included. Access Kaggle. First step is to visit the Kaggle, and you can go to your account and search for the data set. You know how to use a Kaggle. Okay, so evaluate the data set and then download from that. Okay, so then the dataset description I mentioned here. Okay, so the dataset description is the which are the columns are and what that columns are, description of that column. Okay, so company is the name of the company where the layoff event occurred. Okay, so location is which headquarters, so HQ is for headquarters. Okay, industry, from which company they belong, which industry, is like retail, it's from consumers. Okay, it's a tech. Okay, and the percentage of layoff in the company. Okay, and then date, sources, fundraise, stage, date added, country. Okay, laid off count, and list of employee laid off. So this is the data description. Now that understanding of data we will check with the data set. Okay, so we can see this is our data set. Okay, so this is all have some missing values. There are some of the columns are not usable. Okay, so you can see how it's. Okay, so first thing, let's understand our data. Okay, what column is for what are their data types, what we can perform in, and what we can find from this. Okay, if you have any questions, ask to your mentor or your boss, or you can Google it out to. Whenever you found, yeah, I got this confusion from here, ask it. Don't do it with your own. Okay, so now let's this is first column as a company name. These all are the from layoff, because this data sheet is for a layoff. Okay, layoff, it is a from 2020 to 2023. Okay, so which companies happens that layoff? Okay, so these are the company's name. Okay, Tackle, Uber, Alplan, okay, Red Tool, IRL. Okay, and which headquarters, from they are the from which headquarters. Okay, so Toronto, London. Okay, you can see Satellite, New York City. Okay, so these are the headquarters name. And from which industry? Okay, so there are we can see there are different groups of industry like a consumer, transportation, healthcare, media, HR, healthcare. Okay, so these are from this industry, and this is the percentage of. Okay, so as per the our laid off from this company, how much that percentage happen from that company. Okay, so this is the date of which date that happens this laid off means. Okay, and then the source, this is the this data is taken from which site. Okay, so this is all sources are included here. You can copy it and look see that data is actual, real or not. Okay, this is the sources. Now, so which company have raised a fund also. Okay, so this data is we can easily understood because we know it is all terms whatever is used in the data. Okay, raise fund, it's like a 1 lakh or 1 crore. Okay, and then in the stages is a section C. These are the different stages. Okay, however I explained it here also. You can see sources of the whatever the information of that company. Okay, and then we have date added. It means maybe this column it at own actual when this data is in that is when added. Okay, so actually it's same, but there is only time is added in here. Okay, so from which country? Okay, which company, which industry. Okay, according here we have a which country as well. Then layer of count. Okay, so this is a count. Okay, so 300 people are from USA. Okay, United States. Okay, and 38 from Canada. Okay, so these are the count, number of count, total number of, not a total but as per the country. Okay, so total USA, when we total when we sum up these 300, 200, 500, then 575. Okay, so likewise then list of employee laid off. Okay, so these means basically we cannot use this one because there is maybe name of the employees. You can see this is the drive. They also spreadsheet is provided for India or United States, how many there happens. Okay, so this column it's not that much needed for us. Okay, so first thing, now you understand your data, what is saying and what is. Okay, so let's focus on how we can analyze and how we can clean this properly. Okay, so actually everything is okay, but I don't need this source of column, so you can delete it. And that unknown column is also not that list of employees name, or we can say the employees laid off, that is also not useful. We can delete this one as well. Okay, so then the question here is, if I want to extract the year wise data. Okay, just I want a year wise data, I don't want a month and a date from there. Okay, so just I want year wise. Okay, so here we have a full date. Okay, and always remember, check your date is how it's included. Okay, means it is actually in a date format or not. Okay, if you were you can see here, if you click on the date, sometimes it will be text or it will be general, so that will not consider in a date format. So always check, click on that column and check this is the date or not. Okay, so it is in a date format. Okay, so I want only year so that I can easily filter the data using the year. So how we can do that? We just, first thing, we will convert this data in a table format, so that will, whenever you something add a new column, it's automatically added in that table. And also whenever you are creating a pivot table, or a chart. So when you refresh that data in a single go, that all data will be added. Whenever you add a different column in that, you can easily refresh and you can update your data. Okay, so that's why you can convert first this data to in a table format. So just uh, select your first row or column and then control shift down. Okay, so when you select this data and then go to insert and click on the table, okay, or you can use as a control T. Okay, so this is your after you can, I will show you first. Okay, so this is our now data. So as a company, you can see all formatted data. You can see, you can filter out from this also. Okay, so if you want to see only the sum of, you can filter it out this one also, but I want a year wise data. So let's see, I already created. I will show you the what is the formula we can do as we learn this one also. So equal to year and from which column. Okay, so which column is this one is E2. Okay, so E2 is where you can see E2, it means the first date. Okay, your first date, I mention it, and you don't lock any formula here because I want this series from this to end of your data. So whatever when I click, you just extract the year from that, and just whenever this sign is becoming a thin line of plus sign, then double click on that, so that automatically drag your whole formula to the end of your data. Okay, now this plus is a little bit thick, but this plus is a thin line. Okay, so double click on that and you can read. And here I also want to see the month wise layoff as well, so that's why I extract a month as well from that date. Okay, so now how I fetch year, same as it is for a month, equals to month E2, double click on that your corner of column cells, and then that formula will be extract from this. Now, but whenever you are analyzing your dashboard, or there will be, if you that months are in a numerical format like 1 2 3 4, or the 12 is for December, 1 is for January, 2 is for, so that will little bit confusing. Okay, so that's why I want this data in a text format like a January, February, March, April. You can did as well either in a full of June, July, January, but I just keep as a 3 characters from the months. Okay, so that is also you can easily understand. So what I did here, you can use other formula also, but I use here if, because in my version if is not working. Okay, so in if, which data you want. Okay, so from which number you want. If my N2 is equal to 1, give it as January. If my N2 is equal to 2, give it me as a February. If my N2 is 3, show me as a March. If my N2 is 4, as a April. Then if N2 is 5, then write as a May. If N2 as a 6, then write as a June. You can see I got a June for this all 6. So as up to the 12 is a if equals to 12, this number will be a 12, then give it me as a December. So you can see, as you can see 1 2 4 12, whatever is the 12 is for 11 is for November, 12 is for December, 10 is for October. Okay, you can see 8 for August. Okay, so you can do your work easily, that understandable using the formulas. Okay, now this column is not usable. I will show you how. Now you can see there are different blanks in your data. like in a percentage column is also there. Okay, so how you can see? Okay, you can now, because you can see in this data I have like a 15 columns. Okay, as with that including a month, year, and that. Okay, and this what we can say, let me check. Yeah, and my data rows between the length of a data is 2739. Okay, so this is our whole data from 12 column to 2739 rows. Okay, so these are rows and the columns. But in percentage column, or you can see in a laid off column, there are some we saw the missing value. Okay, you can see here these are the missing. So how can I count this one? Okay, so I want to see the how many or how much this values are is not present in your laid off count. Okay, I want to check because 2700 rows are in I have data. So how many of that are a blank one? Okay, how many of there are in a missing? Okay, so that's why you can use as count blank. Okay, just count blank is there formula for that. You can use it as a count blank. Okay, so I will give it here as a range. Okay, so what was the range? That K2 to, okay, so K2 we can select as a dragging from this to this, but I just want to type manually because for that dragging and dropping also it will take time. If you don't know the range, you can do it as drag and dragging using drag. Okay, so there are 867 values are missing. Okay, so out of that 2700 means like we are analyzing our data like 1900. Okay, 19. Okay, so 1900 up to. Okay, so this is we are going to just I count it here. That's why this column is automatically added here. Okay, now I counted it for the first that laid off count. Okay, so in the percentage also is there, but now you know how we can count it, or you can use as a conditional formatting there, and you can use a macros code for to highlight the blanks. Okay, but I think highlighting the blanks, that is not useful for this, because what is the use when you highlight this blank? What is the meaning of that? If you want to highlight top 10, top 20 or anything inside, that is useful, but counting that highlighting blank, it's not that much, but if you want to see your blanks, or that time you can use, but I just want to count them. Okay, how many are there, or is it okay to analyze my data with the, that's why I count it. Okay, now let's see with the other, yeah, date. From date I've extract the month, year as well, and I also counted the count blank also. Now let's analyze our now data. Let's see some questions. Okay, what we are going to finding. Okay, so I want to see for the monthly layoff. Okay, how many layoffs are happening in a month wise. Okay, so which month is a mostly happens layoff. Okay, so this is from 2020 to 2023. Okay, so 2020 to 2023. Now top 10 companies are which are the highest layoff happened, means from 2020 to 2000 which companies had did a most layoff. Okay, as per a company we can check also the as per the industry, which industry is getting more lots of layoffs. Okay, and yearly also which year has the highest number of happens in a layoff. Okay, and top countries. Okay, the country wise also we can analyze. Okay, so we can adding a different filters. Okay, year wise, month wise, and using a different like slicer as well to filtering. and you can use also the metrics, okay, for means other metrics, whatever we are going to feel, we can add, we can use as well. And macros, whatever the relevant about our dashboard, okay, name. Which country has been the main KPIs or key performance indicator, we are going to find that which country is the highest one, okay, just one value. That if I want to see, don't want to see, analyze the graph, I just want to know which country has the most layoff, which company has the most layoff, and total layoffs I want to see, okay. So that three we can say as our KPI. So first thing, in our this data, we can select your data, go to insert tab, and then go to a pivot table. In the pivot table, then we can see your data will be converted in this format, okay. Now after this, if you click on this, we can see, you can, if you don't see our different fields here, our pivot field, you go to show field, okay. So you can see the pivot table fields are showing, everything is in your right side. Now I want to see a monthly layoff, okay. So first thing, go to your these are the all columns you have in your data. Now from this column, what you want as in a row, what you want, you can go with this row. So just select month and drag it here, okay. So the month are presenting this side, row side. Now I want a sum for as per all the January, February. So where is the total number of laid off is here. So this laid off I want in a value, because you are doing some calculation, okay. So if you are performing calculation, go in the values. If you want your data format in a columns, you can put this month in as a column as well, okay. So this is the just filter, okay. Whenever you want to filter out with the year, with the month, okay, you can use here, you can drag it and drop it here, okay. So there are also, you can change from, if you want a count, if you want to average, if you want to max product. I want a sum for as per the this January, February, as per a month, okay. So you can see January we have the highest one. So how I created this graph, okay, just select, or you can just keep your mouse on your pivot table, okay, and then right click or go to your insert tab, go to pivot chart, and in a pivot chart there are option like, okay. So because I am analyzing that is a monthly data, so the best for analyzing our seasonal trend, we can mostly prefer the line graph, okay, line chart, okay. So I use here, I created a, you can see line chart. Now you can see how trend is going up and down. The most highest one in a January, then in a May also, and in November. So these 3 months are mostly happen layoff, okay. So most of in a January. So we are giving some insight to what will be the reason for this, is the seasonal, or that the company strategies are changing in a January or in a November, okay. So there are maybe possible a different many reason, but we are finding some insight. So which months they are happening, why, we can find with this insight, we can find the answer for the why questions, okay. So let's these are the 3 months. Now I want as a company wise, we can select that data, and as we already done, select that data and go to insert and a pivot table. After that we can see here, go to your company, select your company and choose in a row, because I want in a row wise, and then as a laid off count, I want in a sum. So there are lots of company, okay, but I want to see only 10 of. How we can do it, okay, just think about that, how we can, because from lots of, like, it's around more than 1500 companies are there, okay, without that blank. Okay, after blank there are like have 2700 companies are there. So from there I just want to keep at a top 10. Okay, if you perform in a conditional formatting, this conditional formatting, what will read, like, highlight the things, okay, highlighting the trending patterns, whatever you want, like top 10, top 20, that will highlight. But how we can do as, or if you go here and you can see here are like this select, okay, if you want to select, or you can see how many are there the company, okay, you can see. So out of this company I want just 10, or you can, how we can select like 1 2 3, and you don't know that 10 companies are there. So how I did this one, go to your this, after you selecting or without select, go to values or filter, because I already learned label filter are there, and for a value, because we are filtering these values, okay, as per the values. So there are top 10, okay. So there are different option, equals to, greater than, less than, okay. So I want to see top 10, okay. So as you can see here, you can select as a top 10, top 20, top, but I want to check the top 10, okay. So that's why I created. Then this selected data, go to insert and go to pivot chart and select a graph. I selected a graph that will easily we can see the numbers, okay. And we can modify this data. We will see that how we can change the type, this designing and analyzing, okay. Now I want to same as with the country wise, okay. So that's why I perform it as a country wise. Now I want to see as a fund, how much they raised, okay, with the sum of, and with this different. Now in which location is happen more layoff, with the headquarters, not only country or like, it's a headquarter, okay. Now in the industry, it is a travel or retail, okay, as per this, okay. You can see the retail is we have the highest one, okay. And in a percentage you can see this one. Now yearly I want to see the trend, how it's happening, 2023, 2002. So most of layoffs are happen in the 2023, then second is 2022, then third is 2020. You can plot as a pie chart. Go select your data, convert in a pivot, and then you can select your chart from a pivot chart, okay. Now after this you can see how I created this graph, this dashboard. You can see the last output of this is this chart. Or I created another one. If you like this one as well, you can see how I created a different dashboard as per the using that all pivot charts, okay. So let's understand. So just this is I took from a shape, okay. Insert and took from a shape, and you can drag it, and you can, whenever you want, you can place it. And then I did here heading, okay. If you want this kind of shapes or dashboard related, you can go to Google and check the icon, or which, okay, if you want a profit icon, you can search as a profit icon. If you want to see as a profit or month wise, okay, so that you can select from the Google. Now let's see how I created this one. Just I created the first shape of this from insert table, insert shapes, okay. And then I created these small shapes there are, okay, you can see. And I wrote here as a highest layoff, and this is where this value I didn't write is as manually. I took it from that, because whenever that graph is that value will change, this value will automatically change, okay. You can see where is this country wise, okay. Let's see in a country. I will show you how you can take it from, okay. You can see, and how I created this line like a trendy chart, okay. That will also I will show you. Now whenever the data will update, okay, if I update this one with that original data, so this value will be updated. So I want like a dynamic chart. So you just click here and equals to this one. Okay, don't just write it the number, yeah, here is a 3 lakh, I want to write it there 3 lakh. No, you take it from as a proper in the process. Okay, so this is equals to this one. It means whenever I change here, that will change here also. So same, then I copy it, because we can't copy it from this one. Okay, so that's why I just equals to, and I took this value here. Okay, so in our dashboard, you can see in our dashboard, if I click on, okay, you can see equals to that country sheet and C4. Okay, that value is from C4 and I locked them. Okay, using select your this range where you want to lock and F4. Press F4 for your lock your this reference. Now you can see, if now, because I double click, that's why. Go to home, and you can also do it as increase your size here. Okay, you can see the bold, I want, yeah, this size is okay. Now how I created this chart, let me show you. Let's go to our again country. Okay, now select your this data. Okay, go to insert tab and create your line chart. Yeah, now first thing, we have to hide this one. Go to select, right click and hide all. Okay, sorry for this. Okay, hide all your value, okay, button, whatever the button that will not useful. Okay, you can already see everything is here. So I just need this trending line. Okay, so I just want to see how the trend is going, it is up or down. That's why I just need this trending line. Okay, so you can select this one, delete. Okay, you can select this, delete. Don't select this one. Okay, after you select this and click on the delete, that will delete your graph. You just go to your that name and click on that, and these lines also will delete. Okay, you can see how these lines are selected. Okay, after this select, then you press on the delete. Without that, don't delete anything. Okay, then delete. Okay, you can see now how this graph is looking now. Okay, and just copy this one and paste it in your dashboard. Okay, so this is I wrote as a manually country. USA is the highest layoff happened. At same, you can group this one, because every time you are copying or creating these shapes and doing, that will take a lot of time. You just create a one and just control and select this one and right click on that and group them. Okay, after you group them, you can copy again and paste it here, and you just change this this with the your company you are taking from which column, which sheet. Okay, you can go and you can see how I equals to company C4 the value, and also the total number of layoff also I took from the monthly wise, and there are also have a total of how many from 2020 to 2023 how many layoffs are happens. That totals is a from that sheet with this cell. So C14 is the cell number. There's 4,72,251 layoff happens from this 4 year. Okay, so as per that graph, I created this one. How I modify this one, I will show you with the one graph. Okay, so I just copy from like which graph. Okay, this graph I will copy. Okay, so I first copy this one and I will paste it here. Now, okay, so before this this chart was like this. Okay, and how I did this one, I will show you step by step. Okay, so let's click on this, right click on that, the graph, and here are the options. Okay, you want a format chart area. Okay, and if you want a change your chart type, it means from column, if you want a bar chart, if you want to convert in a pie chart, if you want to convert in a like a donut chart. Okay, you can see these options are open if you want to change the chart type. And if you want to change as your chart plot area, or whenever you select anything from this chart, there are change that options. Okay, you can see the chart options you want to change, or you want to change the chart area. Okay, that is also possible. I want to format my chart area. Okay, so chart area, it means this inside the chart. Okay, now there are options fill, solid, and pattern fill. Okay, gradient fill and automatic fill. So as per this, okay, if I do the solid fill, this is already solid fill. Okay, you can see this also happen. Now I don't want to fill anything here. Okay, I just want to transparent. So no fill. You can see how it's easy. I don't want to fill anything from this chart. I just want to see these keep values. And now we are going to change this color of your headings and all. Okay, you can see. Just click which you want to change, and now you can see. Change your bottom headlines, top headline if you want, top companies one if you want to change, you can change it. Okay, now you can see all is the same. If you want this kind of a graph like a transparent with the two colors, okay, there are two color shading is here. Okay, so how I did this one, go to your gradient fill. Okay, here, but I selected this chart, that's why it's doing. So I want to change this color. Okay, so select this one. Okay, and always make sure that all columns are selected, don't select like one. Okay, now you can see the only this column is selected, not this. So go back, like select anything, and now click one. Just in one click you can see the all that bars are selected. Now go to fill, and now I gradient fill. Now you can see, but how I adjust this one, whenever you want to adjust, this gradient stops are there. Okay, so where you want to adjust, you can adjust from here. Okay, so this, if you select this, so this this filling is here, I want to change with. Okay, now you can see this area is changed. I don't want to lots of variation. You can just click on that and delete it. Okay, so that will shade happens in a 2 stops, not a 4 stops. Okay, now I want to change this side also, this color also. You can choose, and I want to dark here. You can see from dark to light is, you can easily see here. Okay, so now hope you understand this one. Okay, I don't want it now, this delete. So how I created these charts and this all KPIs. Okay, and as it is for the month, as for the industry, I choose this a donut chart. And if there is not fitting your all the values, you can increase the width. Okay, that increasing the width, that all values are perfectly fitted in your graph. Here is the top companies. Okay, you can see the top companies are Amazon, Meta, Google, Microsoft. These top companies are happens a lots of that layoff. Okay, in which country? The first is the US, United States, then second is the India, then third is this, and the Germany, then Sweden, then Brazil. These top countries are happen most layoff. Now monthly layoff, you can see most of in January, you already know this one. Okay, and these are the industry, and year wise you can see here. Okay, so 2023 is this one, 2000 is this one. Okay, and if I select from this I want to just see only 2020 data. I don't want to see 2021, 22, 23, 23. I just want to see a year wise data or a month wise data. If I select only 2023, so this data is only for 2003. No, this KPI will be a constant, because I just want to see a highest one. There is no need to change anything. But here you can see this is for our year wise. Okay, so for January year, for a February year. Okay, and how we can first, okay, let me first add the how we can add our report connection. Go to report connection, click on the all. First I will select all this graph. Okay, go to your report connection, and I want this connection for all the charts. Okay, whatever I created here, you should add with them. Okay, don't just select all charts. Okay, with your whatever you included here. Okay, if I now click on this, you can see how it's changing. So in 2020, in a March, there will happen layoff in 9,000, and in April 226. Okay, so 26,000. So year wise is a data is a different. Okay, and if I want to see as a 23, now you can see in a January it's happened 89,000. Okay, in a only in a January month. Okay, if in a February month is a 40,000. Okay, you can see here is also this percentage is changing, and these are the values are also changed. If I click on this, yeah, you can see as a company wise these values are automatically changing. Okay, so here I didn't add a labels. Okay, how we can add our labels, the formatting of your chart? Go to design, but before that you click on your that chart. Okay, then your that pivot tools will be activated. Here is the add chart element. Okay, so these are chart element you want to change. For this graph I want chart labels, so I want the inside, outside. Okay, outside the end it means this one. Okay, and I will change this color. Yeah, okay, if I change it to 2020, okay, you can see how all graph is automatically changing. Okay, okay, so this one also you can see as per 2023 2000. If you don't want to change this one, you can untick. Okay, unselect from that connection of your reports. Okay, okay, you can see now 2000 in a 2020 highest layoff is happened 15,000. Okay, in a 2021 highest layoff is happened on 9,000. Okay, as if you want see again all, control select all. Now you can see all data is again as same. So how you can add this slicer? Go to insert tab. Here is the option as a slicer. Click on the slicer, and on which, okay, so before you go where from which column you want to apply your that slicer. I applied yearly and monthly. If you want to add as a company, okay, let's see for the companies. Okay, so for that you have to select some data and go to insert tab, and then click on a slicer. I want in a company. Okay, just choose. Now you can see the all companies are here. Okay, you can see, and for this report this slicer I want to add a report connection. Okay, so how that all data as per the year is changing because of this report connection. I want to add this report connection with all names of whatever I created these sheets. Okay, so these are the sheets. Okay, so these name are, why are they different? Because you have to change from here. Okay, if you click on this, go to analyze. Okay, so this is our table name. So that connection, that report connection is from this table name. Okay, if you want to change from here, you can change it as you can say as industry. No, this is for location laid off. Okay, you can give it as name. Okay, and if you, now we can check it, where was that connection I created? Okay, here. And if you go and check now with the report connection, you can see there is a name of, okay, you can see location laid off. Because these names, if you didn't change, that all is whatever are there, that are default name, like a pivot table 6, pivot table 1, 2, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this is also fine. You can, if because majorly you can you will add this connection to the your all pivot chart. So whenever you are selecting any year, as per the year, that data will filter and show it as your year wise or month wise. Okay, or if you want to know which sheet is for which, you can change that name as a in your that analyze option. Okay, so you can see how the final dashboard is look like, as I created this light version as well. Now in here, the important now thing is, after you create this, I want to save in this PDF format. How we can do? In the manually is also possible, but I added here a macros automation with the using of our VBA code, macros code. Okay, so let's see how this work first. Okay, so you can see when I click on this save as a PDF. Okay, now this processing. Okay, so that is publishing. It means that PDF is created, and you can see how your PDF is saved in your as a your dashboard, as per the your dashboard. If you want to just send the report from anyone, you just create with this code. I will show you how I create this one. So first thing, you have to go your that dashboard. Okay, and then go to developer tab, go to Visual Basics. After Visual Basic, this window will be open. Okay, so this is our Visual Basic, and here you can see how many sheets are open there, and check which on which sheet you are working on. Okay, so this sheet name is a data layoff 4. Okay, let's see. Yeah, this one. Okay, so this is my okay. So for this, I want for this dashboard. Okay, so check the name of your sheet. Yeah, dashboard is here. Right click on that, go to insert and in the module. Okay, after you create this module, this window, empty window will be open. I created a code here. So let's understand this code now. So sub is for substitute. As we already know, it is the starting of your code. Okay, so any in any macros code start with the sub. Okay, like sub. Now, and this is the name of your code. Save range as PDF, whatever you want, you can give it as your that macros code name. Okay, so whenever it's saved, you can reuse it. So that's why give it name as properly and like in a readable condition. So whenever you will use in a future, you can understand this one. Now you can see there is a start with the dim as a ws dashboard as a worksheet. So here we are declaring the variable name. Okay, so this variable name is a ws dashboard, so which is represented as a worksheet. Okay, so we are declaring as this name is as for this worksheet. Okay, we are declaring that one. Okay, so declaring type of variable as we declared here. Now there is now second is a dim pdf file. You can see the file name as a string. Okay, so again dim is used for declaring our any variable. So we are declaring variable name as a pdf name file, like a pdf file name as a string. Okay, so means we will use this variable to store a name of the pdf file where we are going to save. Okay, so this is for our, we are storing the name of pdf, okay, in a string. Okay, so that's we gave it as a string. Now then pdf range. Okay, so you can see pdf dim pdf range. Okay, so we are declaring the range of, okay, the pdf range as a range. Okay, so whenever we are selecting from where to where, that will we are declaring as we are range. Okay, now set ws dashboard equals to this workbook sheet and as a dashboard. Okay, you can give it as we are giving as a name of your dashboard, like assigning our worksheet named as a dashboard. Okay, you can, because my sheet name is a dashboard, so whatever your sheet name will be, you can give it as your name of your declaring. Okay, now then set pdf range. Again you can see the ws dashboard dot range a to z z30, because I am selecting this a1 to z30 data. Okay, up to this 30. So this is our, we are providing a range for this. Okay, now the saving the specified range as we declaring everything. Now we are going to save this. So how we are, then pdf file name, we already know this line. We are assigning the value to the pdf name and creating pdf file name by combining the path of that current workbook. Okay, so we are declaring that the path of your workbook and this black slashes. You can see here this black slashes. Okay, and the name of this pdf will be the range pdf, or you can give it as a dashboard.pdf. Okay, so this is we are declaring the for name of your pdf. Okay, and another thing is then pdf range dot export as a fixed format. Okay, so this line means does the actual work for a saving like specified range as a pdf, then it's use the pdf range. Okay, we defining export it as pdf with the given file name as pdf file new. Okay, and then specify various settings like a quality, like including document like properties. Okay, not like ignoring print area and opening the pdf file. Okay, so whenever you are going to this, you will run this code, it will take the range from a1 to z30. Okay, I am explaining the short, like whenever you run this code, so it will take a range from a1 to z30 from the dashboard name of your sheet worksheet of the current workbook wherever you are working, and then save it as in a pdf format. Okay, so this is we are giving here, as we already discussed, that which type of, the quality of. Okay, whenever you click on a dot, that will give you the, and this is our export as a fixed format. It means we are giving us something fixed format to save this code. After that you can save and run and go to in developer tab and go to in insert and go to this button and draw your button, right click on that. If you want to edit your text from button to save PDF, you can edit. Go to assign macros, choose from my PDF that macros name was save range as, and then click on OK. Don't go it edit. If you want to edit, you can go, but I am assigning this code to this one. If you then run this one, that your dashboard will be saved in a PDF format. Okay, so as we mention this all in our document, our data understanding was like there are different how many rows and how many columns are there. With the column name I mentioned which how many columns and how many rows, and the column name as well. The data types, which are the categorical names, are like countries, industries, location, these are the categories. Then numerical, like a laid off, count, percentage. Okay, then date column is there, a date and date added. The minimum date was 11/3/2023 and the maximum means up to 11/3 to 2022, 23/6 to 2023 we was analyzing. And the primary type of column was laid off, means like from laid off column we are everything is depends on our laid off count. Okay, so this is our primary type of column. Like missing values are using a count blank, we count it as a percentage column 919 column, stage column 272, and in a laid off count is these three columns are have a missing value. Other than this we don't have any missing value. Then data pre-processing, it's like series of our steps that transfer raw data into the format, like how we convert the column date time, like extract the information from unique type, how we check the duplicates, check our missing null values, deleting our which columns are not useful. Okay, so these are our process we did. Then data visualization, as we done to dashboard designing, we are convert our table to table, and then we insert the pivot table. Then using a different chart, we created a different chart as yearly, monthly, then industry wise. Okay, and then after creation each chart we are insert there, and then insights whatever we find from that we mention it here. Okay, so yearly, like layoff, our yearly related to considering upward trend in a layoff, like our the 4-year 2022-2023 we observed a consistent increase in the number of layoffs, with the 2023 experiencing the highest number of layoffs. Then industry wise, whatever the bar charts we created, from that the retail industry is the highest laid off happens in a retail industry. Seasonal trends, these 3 months are mostly. Now you can see here also I mentioned with the values as well, like monthly layoff, top 3 layoffs. Okay, then here is a top 10 company layoff, then yearly layoff, and then top 10 industry most layoff. Okay, then adding macros for automation, whatever I did in a code I mentioned it here, and the conclusion I added here. So our conclusion is to analyze a layoff trend, provide a critical insight of stakeholder across industry and sector. So the upward trajectory of layoffs underscores the importance of strategic workforce planning, adaptability, and support mechanism for affected employees. Okay, so we are supporting for this different mechanism for the workforce planning, adaptability. Then the industry specific trend highlight the need for tailored like intervention to address challenges faced by different sector. Then identification of seasonal pattern and a company specific trend, and also like a different if they are targeted different strategies, policies aimed at mitigating that impact of layoff. Okay, so these are reasons maybe that will, so we are including that also, like an organization or policy maker navigate the complexities of the labor